What's up? Yeah,
Sunglasses indoors.
Yep.
The mind games. Now, of course, a question. Go ahead.
I was gonna make a joke. There's only one person that can wear sunglasses at night. It's a guy. It's a. You probably don't know. There's a song called "I Wear My Sunglasses at Night" from the '80s.
You know, I was born in the '90s and I went to States back in 2000, so I'm out of this one.
Well, it's a pretty funny song, regardless.
I'll listen to it later.
Yeah.
All right. So, question of the day. There we go. That's a true Korean right there. That's a true Korean fan. Now, the question of the day is, who has the longest win streak and only in ace matches? We'll reveal the answer at the end of the cast.
Oh, okay.
You know, I feel like we should have a little contest, little giveaways with that. You know, OGN's giving all these questions and people are answering and they get something out of it.
We would have to find a good way to tally the results.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is quite true.
There's Sunglasses Guy again. All right, well, getting back to the game here, it looks like both players have opted to go for that second gateway. And so far, the Wunshin Stars players have been doing that a lot. I love that Bong. He is scouting everywhere, man. He doesn't want to get caught off guard at all. Stork, he's one of these players that is known for doing really sneaky things like that. And this Stalker will pick off that probe. So Bong able to pretty much hide everything from his opponent. And a Mothership Core on the way for both players here. I think that at this point, everything is still pretty identical.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Both players getting the double Stalkers out from the two gateways. Actually, Stork only getting a one. Okay, there's a second Stalker. And look at this Bong. Did he actually? No, he's not hiding the Twilight Council. The Twilight Council is inside the main base. Stork going for the exact same build.
So it's going to go pretty mirror heavy here. And that Stalker moving in. Now, the thing is, we know that they're going for the same build, but the players don't really know yet. They are not sure exactly what to expect. And I think that Bong, he's going to go for some pressure here. He's going to try to figure out exactly what his opponent is doing from that pressure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And let's see what Stork actually does behind the Twilight Council. He could go for the Blink, or he might even go for the DT. So
yeah,
it really depends on what
that's
Stork
where the
wants
builds
to do.
Start the Deviate here. And
there we
looks
go.
like
Blink
on
the way.
Yeah. Blink from both players, I believe, at this point.
Has to be. The gas count is similar between the both players, and
there's your Blink, guys. If you guys like Blink, we got Blink Wars.
Now, Bong actually made the third gateway a little bit earlier than his opponent, which means that he's going to have more Stalkers. The Blink timing is going to be so similar between the two players. But the
he's
third
got a fourth, actually.
Was that a fourth?
Yeah, those are three right there, man. He's got a fourth building in the corner. Oh, never mind.
Was it?
I thought he did. Maybe it just finished.
Wasn't that a Twilight Council, actually?
Yeah, it could have been that. Whoops. Excuse me, the gateways here.
Well, we double-checked. We double-checked unlike last time.
Yeah.
All right,
Stork, he is building a pylon up here, getting a Dark Shrine following this
Blink with a Dark Shrine.
That is so smart because he knows his opponent is going for the Blink as well. So if he can just hold on until the Blink timing is done, then the DTs, I mean, there's nothing to deal with this Dark Shrine play here. The Stalker advantage will go into Stork's favor here, though. So that's going to be the hardest thing to really deal with in this situation.
And remember, he doesn't have the energy on the Nexus Cannon, which means that he could only rely on his Micro to defend against this attack.
That's true. He will have a slightly better arc here. And Stork, he is going to know that. He's probably going to be feeling a little bit too afraid to actually engage there. Look at that, though, making a Robo right behind this. Very smart.
He knows that that's the only thing that could catch him off guard right now. Getting the Observer out for himself and trying to defend against the DTs. But is the timing going to be good for Stork?
The Dark Shrine, it's going to be done very soon here. And Stork actually maybe end up losing. Nope, he's not going to lose that Stalker right there. The Dark Shrine will finish up here. The Robo only halfway down, but look at that. 2 sentries have been created here, and that Dark Templar may get spotted before it can go up the ramp. But if it doesn't, it can. It will be able to snag a few kills here. And where is that Dark Templar? Okay, I think it looks like Stork has realized what's going on here. And he hasn't noticed the DT. It's going to go move into the main base now and start sniping off a few of those workers there.
The force field doesn't work out for Stork either because that actually trapped the DTs.
This DT is actually like not doing anything right now.
It's freaking out.
It got 2 kills there, but I have to say that he could have gotten a lot more. And Bong, what are you doing, man?
Well, DTs on force fields.
Yeah, he could have still. I feel like he could have gotten more kills there. So.
Yeah, well, he's taking an expansion behind it. Robo for himself exactly knows what Stork has right now, the unit composition. So he knows that he could defend the natural base if he just sits there and just holds on tight.
Yeah. Well, that was interesting. I expect that DT to do a little bit more damage. And look
Stork
at this.
saying, well, if you're going to go for the DTs, I'm going to go for the same thing.
He wants to keep this matchup in a mirror in all respects here. So it looks like Bong scouting ahead with a Stalker there, going to go ahead and blink that out of there after seeing exactly what's going on. Wanted to look for the expansion, but so far no expansion up yet for Stork here. He should be getting one pretty soon here, though. He does have a pretty high mineral count. And very smart, going to be able to deny that hallucinated Phoenix, so you know his opponent's not going to know about that expansion.
Immortal first coming out. He should make our Observer right after. He doesn't know that Stork is going for DTs, by the way.
No, he does not. He has no idea, and he probably won't figure out until he has an Observer with his army.
It's the same situation for both of these players, actually. You know, for Stork, he didn't know that there was DT coming. The Observer came out just in time, and Bong just didn't focus with the DTs until the very last second. Bong getting an Immortal out. He doesn't know that DTs are out on the way.
Now we also have 2 Observers out here for
second
Stork.
Immortal being made by Bong.
Well, I mean, the DTs, they still have a bit of distance to travel here. I like how both of these probes just chilling up there and not doing anything.
Closer.
And the DT, it is starting to get built right now, so that'll head over to Bong's base momentarily here. Will we see that Observer following the Immortal? That's the real question.
Well, let's see if he reacts.
Here's the DT moving around. Do we see any response from Bong here? Already 2 probes going down 3. And
just force field the ramp before those DTs get inside the main base.
Looks like he's going to do his best to kind of guard that location. Observer getting chronoed out at this point, but the problem is that DT has done more damage than it should have, I felt. Like, it's got
more damage
6
than
kills. Yeah, which is the weird thing, because there wasn't even an Observer out when Bong brought his DT in his opponent's base.
It's the same situation for both of these players, and look at this. Now we're going to go into Colossus Wars once again.
Yep, Colossus Wars. The real question is, will we get to see Stargate units a little bit later on in the game?
Well, both players are only sitting on 2 bases right now, so it's kind of hard to see. You know, if you're going for the double Robo from double Colossus from the 2 Robo, that was what I was trying to say. It's kind of hard to get the Gateway units out, let alone Stargate units. So we're going to have to wait and see what the players decide to go for after they get the 3rd base.
Now we may have a bit of Blink Stalker aggression here from Stork. He's going to go ahead. Will he move up with that Observer? Actually, he may be able to get a snipe on the Immortal, but nope, Blink's out.
That's not a great choice because remember, Bong is also waiting with his own Blink Stalkers.
That's true. It looks like we have a double Phoenix Scout coming from Bong here. He's going to scout in the main base of his opponent, see what's going on here. He will see that second robotics bay, he'll see the second robotics base, so you know, both players pretty much know what the other one's up to.
Yeah, Bong should follow up with a second Robo for himself, unless he wants to go for a timing attack before a critical number of Colossus comes out from Stork.
Actually, is spotting those Phoenix allow those Stalkers to go ahead and call up that proxy pylon. There are still 2 proxy pylons on the map now that Bong doesn't know about.
Both players are ending up to 3 gateways right now, and Bong not getting a second Robo. Seems like Stork is slowly pulling ahead when it comes to tech.
And he does know about that second Robo as well, which is the interesting thing.
Maybe he doesn't want to commit too heavily into Colossus. I don't know. I don't think that's a great decision by any means. Getting a second Robo and matching the Colossus count is the only way to go unless you want to go for the counterattack before the second Robo comes into play.
Yep, he could end up going for that. The supplies are slightly in Bong's favor here, just by a little bit right now. And I think he is going to go ahead and go for that attack.
Here we go.
All right, looks like we're going to be seeing an engagement here. Is Bong going to go for it? It's still... looks like he was going to go for it.
He came this far. He was waiting for the second Colossus to join the battle, and he's going to go for it now. He's slowly moving into position.
All right. This is a very tense moment for Stork. If he can defend here, he can win. There's an Archon actually being made right now, and the first volleys do go off from Bong here. It looks like he does have a pretty good arc here. Will he be able to take out the Colossus, though? That's the real question. Supplies are heavily in Stork's favor here, but they're starting to even out now. Stork actually a little bit behind. This engagement looking really good for Bong now.
Colossus being stuck in the front.
1 goes down, 2 goes down. Bong taking a commanding lead here. Stork, he's going to lose all of his units. The probes are going down as well. And Ghost is cheering in the background. He wants Bong to win this game and end it. It looks like Samsung Khan will be following the CJ. It's at the end of the day.
Really nice timing by Bong, calculating that, well, I don't need a second robo if I have more ground army, and all I have to do is press forward and win the game.
That's going to be a GG, called by Stork. CJ Entis takes the match 4-1. Unfortunately for Stork, another loss added to his rally of losses there. And Bong showing some very, cutthroat PvP there. He showed some very good PvZ as well. This guy, man, I want to see more of him in Winners League.
And one thing I want to mention, CJ Entis finally solved their problem after rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4. They were always looking for a 4th player, a 5th player who could get the win for CJ Entis. Remember, back in the old days, it was always about effort, Hydra, hero, and one random person winning, but it was always some random player